how long these batteries actually. Whoa. And there you go, first crash of the day. Hey YouTube, this is Flybar here, and this is what I received last night. It's the KingKong ET125, and I'll tell you what, it's a big whoop, and it's a really nice flyer. I've had it out already once today. I had the 550 milliamp ADC 2-cell battery on a charger right now, and that's why you don't see it here. It's missing in action on the charger, because I'm going to fly this again sometime today. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to do a 2-part video or 1-part video, just the unboxing of this, but I haven't decided yet. We'll go ahead and stay tuned. What it has here is a 100 milliwatt VTX. It goes from 25 or 100. It's set on 100 right now out of the box as a default. It's got a PicoBlocks F3 flight controller here and a separate ESC built in. I'm not going to take off the canopy. I'm sure if you go ahead and go search YouTube KingKong ET125, there's plenty of people out there willing to take off the 3 screws on the bottom to show you what's inside it. Sitting on top is the receiver. This has a FR Sky. It's the AC900 receiver actually. And the AC900 is a little bit different than a regular FR Sky receiver because it's kind of a dual receiver. It's for a Futaba or FR Sky. I have FR Sky right here. I had this is the X-Lite, the FR Sky X-Lite receiver, Tyrannus receiver, and I tell you what, paired up perfectly. The first one of these I received, and this is why I'm more than willing to spend extra money to buy something Amazon Prime, because the first kit that I received, the first ET125 I received, was dead out of the box. I tell you what, I kind of figured there was something up with it because there was a few of these foam pads that were missing out of here, and could never get it set up. Nothing I did was I spent like 3 days on it trying to get it to set up. It would never set up, and until I said, you know, let me go ahead and check to see if there's extra props in there, and there was no extra props in there. So it was obviously somebody who had messed it up, tried to fart around with it, probably tried to set up D-Shot 600 on it. I don't know. They just messed it up, and obviously it was returned. And of course, you know, sometimes you risk receiving a model that got returned, and they'll just go ahead and send it back out for whoever is the sorry fool that's going to purchase it. And I was a sorry fool that received it, and it was dead out of the box. But I went ahead and returned it. It was within a day later I received this. So I don't even know if the company has received the one I returned yet, but obviously once I initiated the return, they immediately sent out a new one. It was brand new wrapping, everything was on here, and today I went ahead and set it up. It took me no more than 5 minutes to set up. It took me longer to go ahead and set up all the stuff in the Tyrannus than it did just to set this up, and it was easy. All it was hold in the bind button on the receiver, plug in the battery at the same time, went in there, turned on my receiver, hit bind, and boom, there it was. And then of course I had to go into Betaflight and set up the modes, but that didn't take very long at all. And I had this, and then right after that I headed out to fly. Let me kind of walk you through this. This is, if you go through my video feed, I had the new version 2 of the T8SG jumper, and it never did work out for me. I tell you what, it's Deviation TX. Trying to sign up for those websites, I have like 3 different email accounts, and each email account nobody ever responded, letting me to go ahead and get on their forum so I can post my question. I could never get it to set up. Would never recognize on my Windows 10 machine the DF mode. I tell you, it's almost like a secret handshake club, the Deviation TX. So food for thought, guys. If you're out there looking for a transmitter, a hobby style transmitter, choose a transmitter where there's buku amounts of support on YouTube. I tell you what, there's tens of thousands of videos on the Tyrannus and FR Sky models versus the Jumper, and I tell you what, that's a telltale sign which transmitter you should actually purchase. I'm glad I went ahead and went for the Tyrannus. I was going to get the was it the X, the big one, the big box one, the X7 or QX7 or whatever it is. I decided just to go with the X Lite. I really do like this X Lite. It just fits my hands perfectly. It's a fantastic pincher. I mean, you can pinch this. I don't fly. I don't fly like this, but I fly a thumber. I'm a thumber. But yeah, I love this. Let me go ahead and turn this on. What I actually literally did. Oh, Amber. Here, one more time. What I literally did to get this set up is I went ahead and set up all the modes and everything in here first, so I didn't have to muck around with Betaflight too much. Listen to this. Come on in.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Oh, Amber. Okay. Right away, I have a couple models in here. I have a couple whoops I did build. I built a little brushed B-core whoop, and I built a 1S brushless whoop, and that's kind of like I'm still working on that one because I messed up the flight controller. And this is the ET. This is the build I did for the KingKong. This is the setup. And all I really did here is I kept this as a D16 channel 1 through 6. I probably can go ahead and change that to 1 through 8. I don't know. Some of the video says that the flight controller, I'm not the flight controller, but the receiver in here will go bonkers if you go to D1 through 8. I don't know yet. But anyway, I just kept it just like that. I put it on no pulses. No pulses is basically if it loses signal, it'll just drop out of the sky. It won't fly off to China or anything like that. But let me go ahead and show you what I actually did to get this, because you can actually set this up without going into computer system to fly it. And I did. I set it up, started it up, flew a little bit in the house, and then I turned it off, and that's when I hooked it up into Betaflight to go ahead and get the modes set up. The modes, what I'm talking about for those that are new to Betaflight modes, I set up the beeper on it, on this switch right here, so the beeper, internal beeper will sound in case it gets lost. Modes I set up was arming mode. I have the angle mode, horizon mode, and I have air mode. And then over here I have the beeper. And I kept this channel right here on page 5 the same. I came over here and I automatically went ahead and changed everything to AETR, just like Betaflight likes, which is aileron, elevator, throttle, and rudder. I went ahead and set that up, and of course I set up my channels that I wanted. And I went over to page 7, and for each of the 7 channels I did set up, I went ahead and automatically went from negative 97.7 to a positive 97.7. And here she is. Here's the battery I'm talking about right here. I don't know if you can see that's 7.4 volt, 550 milliamp. It's 80C discharge rate on there. I got it off the charger. Didn't take very long at all, maybe about 20 minutes to charge it on my hobby grade charger, and make sure I don't get too much dirt into the flight controller area. I'm literally just going to plug this thing in. You'll hear it chime up, and I'll get my Tyrannus all set up. Alright. Alright, she's ready to go. I'm going to kind of get the center of gravity on here. There we go. I'm not going to have it on my goggles. I'll do that a later flight, because what I'm going to do here...
Welcome to OpenTX.
Okay. Alright, she's ready to go. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and basically fly in angle mode, to fly line of sight with any other type of mode is kind of weird for me. I generally do that just on the goggles itself. So it's just going to be a flight on angle mode, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at what it looks like. We've got plenty of power. Let me bring her around over here. There she is, King Kong. I'm gonna have to get some more batteries. Well, let me go ahead and switch down to Horizon. I got Horizon with air mode on there, and that's not bad. I fly like that with my little whoops in the house on. There's King Kong. Nice flyer. There she is. Really quiet. Quiet little drone. And quick. Here she is. Funny thing is I always tell my wife, don't bother buying me anything for Christmas, because I always end up buying my own Christmas presents. Ooh. Kind of chirped at me for low voltage. I think this is probably like a 3 or 4 minute flight time out of these 500 milliamp batteries. I don't know. And I can go ahead and hear the beeper. Yeah, that's the beeper. That was me. Don't tell me it's already. I might have to go into beta flight because I think it's actually set, the voltage is set too low for sounding the alarm. I think it's sounding it too early myself. I'll go in there and mess around with that, the settings for the battery voltage. Pretty cool, huh? King Kong. Nice. Nice flyer. I don't know, maybe I should bring her in. I don't know if how long these batteries actually. Whoa. And there you go. First crash of the day. What did I do here? I did mar up a propeller a little bit. Ooh. Oh well, it happens. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in. I don't think these batteries really last that long. Alright. Ooh, I did crack that. Took a chip out of that. Oh well. Stay away from stone when you fly. But this is the KingKong ET125. Sorry about the sun back there. You see here? Just chipped it. I'll still fly with it. Probably less performance, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah, this is the ET125 KingKong. Might have to go experiment with these batteries. But anyway, I'll tell you what, this is a fantastic model to have in your kit. So, and here's my hand, give you an idea what the size of this is. There you go. We'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.